Yo, what is going on, everybody? Caveman Jack, back for another album reaction / review, and we are back live from the studio. Yo, hopefully you guys are having a fantastic week. Now, this is an artist that I've had many requests for. This is an artist that I have actually been pretty keen to check out for quite some time, but I've never gotten around to it. So thank you for the recommendations. The artist we're checking out today is Bjork. I think I'm saying it right, Bjork. Yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what her sound is. I just know that it's quirky. And I mean, I love quirky. I love unique sounds. So I'm pretty excited to check this one out. I didn't know which album to check out, but I've gone with her album Post. I'm not sure if this is her debut, but let's get into it. This is Post by Bjork. Damn, okay. Got a bit of a beat to it. Quirky. That synth line's pretty tough.
There's nothing wrong. You're on your own now. We won't save you. And if you complain once more, you'll be done.
Army of Me. Intro track from this album Post. Now, quite unsettling sounds, quite electronic. Her voice has got kind of this free-flowing nature to it. I don't know what I thought of that track. I think on a first listen, it is quite unsettling, and melodically, it's one that probably will take some time to kind of sit with. I think it's not something off the bat that I was instantly like, yo, this is hitting me straight away. I did love that synth line. It was pretty tough with that drum beat as well. Not sure if I was a huge fan of the chorus, but I feel like this is one that just over time grows in stature just because of the unique sound of it. Quite electronic sounds, so we are getting that electronic kind of feel to it. Kid A sounds.
From the top of the mountain, come a habit, our way to start the day. I go through all this before you wake up.
Oh, this is
so
nice.
I can feel happier to be safe again with you.
This is some nice sounds, this one. Quite passionate, that chorus as well.
It's early morning. No one is awake. I'm back at my cliff. I imagine what my body would sound like, slamming against those rocks.
Damn.
And when it lands, will my eyes be closed or open? I go
Oh, this is a beautiful song.
before you wake up.
Sad song, but just like instrumentally and emotive. Beautiful song, really rich in instrumentation, electronic sounds. It's got a bit of Kingdom Hearts feel to it, and like, I love Kingdom Hearts. I've referenced it a couple of times on the channel, and this instrumentation right here is very kind of like a dramatic scene. Beautiful track, Bjork. Beautiful track. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And that song was beautiful from the get-go, with this very emotional and vulnerable vocal track from Bjork throughout the whole song, really. In my opinion, though, it sounds like she doesn't feel very comfortable up there on that mountain, because she then envisioned her own self jumping off that cliff and wondering what it would feel like. So that was a very morbid and a sad vision that she was having. Now, just a really beautiful, unsettling and sad. It felt very kind of somber, but instrumentally just as rich as the vocal take. It just had so many lovely pieces of instrumentation that were quite captivating, and it really highlights. I think this Bjork is using a lot of electronic sounds on these first two tracks. I'm much more a ballads guy myself, so when I listen to both tracks, that one's going to hook me a bit more. I'm sure Army of Me will probably grow in time for me, but that one, those for a first listen, those ballads, those really warm, rich pieces are likely kind of drag me in more. I really did love Hyper-Ballad. Okay.
All them dancing.
Yeah, she's got a real quirkiness to her voice. It's cool.
And such. They've just been waiting in a mountain
Like a really subtle synth that's rising in the back.
Moment. So slow down.
Now I wonder what language this is in. Love that. Great. Just incremental builds throughout the verses into choruses. These noises are coming in and out. We're being exposed to new sounds throughout the tracks. The layering here in this little bridge section. Oh, what a treat. What a treat this instrumentation is, man. Bjork is taking us on an interesting journey. She's like, it's like we've jumped into a computer, and then this computer is then taking us around like high top mountains and then just really atmospheric locations, because the sounds that are presented are very kind of, I don't know, explorative. It feels very like we're just taking in new views. As each sound comes in, it's like a new view. The sounds aren't really heavy in dynamics, but when they come in, it adds dynamics to the song. Damn, man, it sounds like a scene from Up.
It's oh so quiet.
Oh, that's cool, isn't it?
It's oh so still.
Very cool, very cool.
And so peaceful until you fall in love. Simple.
I know this song.
Simple is caving in. Wow, wow.
Damn.
Being so nuts about a guy you wanna love, you wanna cry, you cross your heart and hope to die.
Oh, jeez.
And
Oh, that is great. What a track.
but soon again starts another big riot. You blow a fuse. Simple
Damn.
falling in love.
I love this track, man. It's beautiful. It's like a Disney film.
It's oh so quiet. It's oh.
Love it.
You say, swear you almost have a fit. The sky's scorching, I got hit. There's no mistake. This is it! Till it's over and then
Oh my god. I can't. Every time it just hooks me back in, which is
it's nice and quiet. Starts another big riot. You blow a fuse, save
I could just hear this verse into the chorus over and over again. Just
so what's the use? Wow, wow, of falling in love.
oh,
Sky keeps
Disney
in
fans,
the
eat your
lose,
damn heart out.
Blow, 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 blow your fuse. Ah, when you fall in love.
Let's go. I was so quiet. It was like just a beautiful track, man. Bjork had her unique vocals there, like the wow, the bam. Like she was just going for it. I loved how seamless the transition between the soft verse and the beautiful instrumentation that was able to be layered through that section just because there was so much space and isolation. It wasn't as heavy in sound, so you could really take note of the nice, soft, harpy sounding synth that was played. The chorus was this Frank Sinatra, New York kind of sound. It just had this character to it, and I thought she just flowed over that chorus so nicely and gave it her unique touch. Fantastic track. I'm back now to the eerie instrumentation. Okay. Dark, isn't it?
I wish I were to stay here. I wish this be enough. Look at the speed out there.
Oh, how's that random off key sound? Damn, I can't even read it.
I wish I'd
Man, dark sound.
and didn't have to touch.
Enjoy was an interesting track. I don't think I was a huge fan of that one, to be honest. And I think the reason being, and it's been a couple of times I've noticed this on some of the songs. I'm not sure if it's my headphones. I'm not sure if it's the mix I'm listening to. But some of the tracks sound a little bit disjointed. I'm not sure if that was intentional. If it was, then cool. But for me, I often like hearing the sounds kind of collaborate and at least kind of highlight each other in some manner. And there's some songs where they can be disjointed and they can slowly then collaborate together. And I think on that song, the chorus allows them to collaborate a bit more, with the sounds. But on the verse in particular, I could only really hear the tracks in isolation. I was struggling to hear the whole song together, if that makes sense. And so I think that took a little bit away for me personally. But if that was the approach, then there might be people that fall into that and enjoy that kind of disjointed nature to it, because it does feel kind of unsettling. And if that's the approach that she's going for to create that tone, it worked, because I was kind of unsettled. So credit to her if that's what she was going for. Just not really my thing. You've been flirting
All
again.
that she said was true.
I like when we just get these beautiful pieces of just open field that Bjork can just sing over. It's really nice.
Was true. Give her some time, give her some space. All that she meant was good. Give her some time, give
strings.
her some space. How you reacted was right.
Massive credit to Bjork. She's got an excellent way of setting the tone very quickly on her tracks. It's not like I'm wondering where are we going with this. I instantly knew I was kind of like in this place of isolation and reflection, and it was quite reserved. And then the last little note there where it was just kind of unsettling. Isobel, 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 Isobel. That is nice. Okay, let's build it. Build it. Whoa.
In a forest pitch dark, clothed the tiniest spark. It burst into a flame, like me, like me. In a heart full of dust lives a creature called lust. My name is Isobel, married to myself. My love is Isobel, living by herself.
Damn, that's so great transition, man. Beautiful instrumentation.
When she does it, it means to. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
How great is this warm ensemble of sounds as this chorus hits? Isobel. Now, Isobel, I didn't really listen to the lyrics too much. I just kind of fell into the sound and the ensemble that was created on that track. The instrumentation, strings, the warm harpy sounds, and then her just flow throughout the track was really lovely to fall into. I love how we're going from like these darker sounds back to light, back to darker. Just cool to hear these sounds, right? It's got a bit of Minecraft about it. I mean that in the most complimentary way, because Minecraft has got some bangers.
Teases the crack in me, smittens me with her. Possibly maybe,
That harmony. Very ghostly harmony.
maybe.
Damn.
As much as I definitely enjoy solitude, I wouldn't mind perhaps spending little time with you.
Oh, great, man.
Sometimes,
That little like crinkle, like the vinyl record crinkling. Oh, this is a great track, man. I think one thing that's great about this track is just the space that's been allowed to like let these beautiful sounds breathe.
Electric shocks. Since we broke up, I'm using lipstick again.
I said what I need to say throughout that track, I reckon, but just beautiful spacing, beautiful instrumentation that was allowed to breathe and have an impact. Her quirky lyricism and that soft-spoken possibly maybe was just so much more impactful. Yeah, just fall into that one again. A lot of these slower down ones are so easy to fall into and then just close your eyes and she paints this awesome instrumentation in front of you.
So special, but it hasn't happened yet. You are gorgeous, but I haven't met you yet. I was peeking,
Okay, it's building a
but
bit.
it hasn't happened yet. I haven't been given my best souvenir. Oh, I miss you.
Cool. These horns. Ooh. It's cool, good placement. Left and right here. That's sick. Oh, that kind of like accordion. Beat cutting in and out. I like that too.
By the time I start waiting,
Oh, yeah. Let's go, Bjork.
I miss you.
Man, that song started and I was like, oh, it's not really hooking me from a vocal performance and the melody was just not hooking me. And then I noticed that it started building. And then from there, it's almost like I lost track of time where we were. It's just the rest of the track was just a joy. I think the intro there was very simple. It allows the rest of the song to then grow from there. And then at the end there, we just have just the celebration of the drums. Her vocals are just kind of flowing, waving. And then we just have those horns, man. And the right ear, they were just fantastic. Great example of how to progressively build a song with such unique sounds. That little bridge there, they'll just throw on everything. They were just like, here, have this. You want some different kind of drums? Yeah. You want some horns? Yeah, have that too. This has been such a unique ride. I'll tell you what.
While I crawl into the unknown, cover me.
We're out in the jungle. You can hear like the birds softly in the background.
This is really dangerous. Cover me. Not worth all the effort.
Bit of a stripped back interlude sound before we go into the final track. Nothing too crazy about this one, besides the fact we are getting some lovely sounds, to be fair. Here we go.
Fall asleep to your tape last night. So sounds go through the muscles. They start up a cells that haven't been saved my life.
Quite a soft vocal take on this track.
Very interesting.
Very intimate, very intimate.
They saved my life. You're telling I was asleep. My headphones, they saved my life.
Interesting closer of a song. Headphones was probably the song I struggled to fall into the most on this project. I feel like it was the most experimental. There was a lot of ad-libs, a lot of space. I wasn't a huge fan of the chorus, I don't think. It didn't really hook me. I'm not sure if it was the melody or if because I was already kind of unsettled by the kind of ad-libs that were placed throughout that track. It's one of those songs where it really does feel different. Because you're not used to hearing sounds like this, it is a hard song to fall into on a first listen. But overall, Post by Bjork was a fantastic ride and a journey that I had a lot of fun with, a lot of unique sounds, a lot of warm sounds. I mentioned it a couple times, but such a credit to her, the amazing transitions she had between these darker sounds on the album. Then we would go into these much lighter string-based sounds was just really seamless and definitely something to take note of and appreciate. This album has a lot of fantastic moments and I was able to fall into a good chunk of these songs. The unique ones are ones that jarring may ultimately become some of the more rich sounds over time if you go back to this project, because those are the ones where you're like, wow, what am I hearing? You know? Yes, this album was released back in 1995. I imagine a bunch of these sounds were very unique at the time. There was some Kid A sounding instrumentation that I heard on this project. It sounds like she champions the unique sounds. And I think it's a real credit to her because it's very easy to fall into the norm, but to stand out and be your own is tough. In the music industry as well, I can imagine it would be very difficult as well. So credit to Bjork because these sounds feel unique. They feel unique to her because she has so much confidence in the way these songs were presented. In 1995, man, like a lot of music has changed since then. And to go back and to hear that for the first time and enjoy it as much as I have is such a credit to her art and the way that it can stand over time. That was an awesome ride, guys. Post by Bjork. Have you heard this album? If you have, what are your favorite tracks? And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, hit the subscribe button and join the community. I always appreciate returning viewers as well. So if you have returned for another video, thank you. This was Post by Bjork. My name is Caveman Jack. Take care, guys, and I will see y'all in the next video. Cheers.